Welcome back, Halo followers. Today we got brand new details about Halo Infinite's Battle Royale mode, or what I've been nicknamed Conquest mode, or aka Tanaka or Tantaka. And this mode actually is coming out with some brand new details from Infinite leaks, as well as other sources that are pretty much confirming that Infection is in development, and also Assault is in development or coming soon. But also, this mode might actually have 60 players instead of what we thought previously, which was 100. We know that the Season 2 stream, before it actually came out, they teased this whole hacking kind of event, but it made me think about what could potentially be coming to us in the near future. Since Halo Infinite does lack some core game modes, I think we can all expect those to be coming soon, hopefully in Season 3. But also with Forge on the way and this brand new game mode, it makes me wonder if 343 is going to turn Halo Infinite around. Maybe one of these things can't bring the game around, but maybe all of them together, and then fixing those base issues like desync and balancing and things like that can actually make the population grow back into where it once was. I think, of course, it needs to somehow bring the hype back, and I think it might be done through this new mode, Tanaka, or however you pronounce it. I'm just going to call it Tanaka now. But anyways, Certain Affinity, a month or two ago, basically said that they are coming on board to help 343 in a much more serious way. They have been entrusted with evolving Halo, but not just Halo, Halo Infinite to be specific. And since then, we've been getting a lot of leaks, a lot of news about this Battle Royale mode, and I've talked about it a few times before. If you haven't seen those videos, then I'll just catch you up briefly. Essentially, there is this mode since January that we've heard about where there is going to be essentially a Battle Royale mode that has a lot of different equipments in it, a lot of different actions and events happening, such as terminals and ships and vehicle spawns and territories. It seems like a big mashup of objectives, and if done right, I think it could actually be evolutionary to the Battle Royale mode, right? I think that could put Halo in the #1 spot. I know there's a small slim chance of that happening, but it could become pretty big if it does it right. And 343 definitely has an uphill battle here. However, I think that Battle Royale is lacking. It's getting a little stale. It's lacking kind of creativity at this point. So I think that mixing it up in a way that just works, and again, uphill battle here, but I think Halo could certainly really go back up to those top of the charts if it does this thing right. Of course, it needs to figure out some base issues like the UI even loading on the main menu, which we know is an issue. But so let's talk about Infinite's leaks post here. They say Tanaka playlist include quads, trios, duos, and solos. Seems like max players will be at 60. And at the very end there, I'm actually going to talk about ESO's cancer treatment, a little update about that, because I just learned about that, but still, I want to cover it at the end of the video. So it seems like max players will be at 60, and I thought that was a little bit more realistic. It's possible that when this mode does release, it might even be lower than that, because they're probably just trying to figure out a way for it to work. We do know, however, through modders and people that have access to Forge, that they were able to spawn in 60, dummy bots. So I think that the engine can handle 100 players, but maybe because of the game's netcode, it needs to be reduced a little bit. But this is something that I think is going to evolutionize Halo in a positive way. I think player count is something that really needs to be tapped into for the franchise and really has not been evolved enough after all these years. It's only gone up a handful of players. So yes, we have some new strings. These strings are going to be involving the gameplay somehow. So there's something called Shock Blossom, Hardlight Barrier, Vehicle Repair Kit, Grav Lift, Retro Reflective Dome, Spartan Launcher, Team Teleporter, Accelerator, Power Boost, Deployment Key Chunk and Fragment, Ammo Pickup, Gear Cache, and Weapon Upgrade Trunk. Now, these are all very interesting. However, the Grav Lift made me think that maybe equipment could be coming to Halo Infinite, like additional equipment. The thing I loved about Halo 3's multiplayer, and still do so much, is that it had actual equipment that you had to go find and pick up and fight over. That's what Halo Infinite did. And so if Halo Infinite could borrow some of the equipment items from Halo 3, like, for example, the Bubble Shield or Grav Lift, I think Halo Infinite could have a lot more replayability, and I love the repulsor, I love the grav lift, and I think there's so much to build upon it. So adding new equipment items is something I'm really looking forward to, and we do know with Season 3, 343 does plan on adding new Sandbox items as we saw back in the roadmap. So we see additional strings here. Set is Tanaka Ready Room active player. Set is player in drop pod. Set is player on drop ship. And then round start VO, response, announcer, battle royale mode. And then there's also respawn and drop pod, which sounds really cool. Use sudden death, team remaining to trigger sudden death, individual life pool size, maximum life pool surplus. So it seems like so far there is going to be, I mean, it even says it right there, battle royale mode, that there is heavy inspiration for battle royale here, but there's going to be a mixture of Halo items. And I think really any franchise that could do battle royale really well and organically is Halo, especially with these drop pods, especially with the Spartans. You know, I think there's just so much potential here. We also have the storm zone, which is going to be like the containment zone, right? Initial round, final location, final wander, final shrink. These might be forge strings, I'm not entirely sure, but there's also reviving and revive time seconds, operations enabled. So I gotta say real quick, Halo Infinite has a really great track record on valid leaks, right? And we've had so much information from a variety of community members and insiders about this new mode, Tanaka, and we've also had a green flag from certain Affinity saying that they are evolving Halo. So I think there is absolutely validity to these leaks and that there is something big in development, that big central piece and game mode for Halo Infinite that's going to be dragging in, you know, hopefully millions of players at some point. But what I think we have on our hands here, in my personal opinion, pure speculation, is a battle royale mode that's going to have about 60 players, and we're going to be spawning on a large map that is going to have those typical battle royale elements like randomness of weapons and items around the map, as well as new sandbox items, but also those containment zones that we've seen in every battle royale. But what's going to be different about Halo Infinite here is that it's going to probably be there's probably going to be more than one life, I have to imagine, but there's also going to be elements on the map that is going to be enhancing the replayability of the battle royale in Halo Infinite. And that's why I think going to be a little bit more conquest based. I would love to see a team based, like a 30 versus 30 mode. I remember playing this in Fortnite, a 50 versus 50 game. It was like an event once for Fortnite, and it was so freaking fun. So I hope Halo Infinite really takes advantage of having a couple teams, maybe just 3 teams, kind of battle royale, everyone has one life, would be really cool. There's so many different things that battle royale could do here and that Halo Infinite could mix up. But here we are again with another battle royale leak or conquest leak, whatever you want to call it. It seems like this is going to be a little bit more than your typical battle royale. So assuming 343 can take care of all those issues, you know, like the UI and the desync, yada yada, I think that there's a really bright future for Halo Infinite here, and I'm really excited to see what certain Affinity and 343 does. I mean, if they do it right, this could go viral. Maybe I'm being a little bit too optimistic, but you know, we all need to be a little hopeful once in a while. So guys, I will catch you in the next one soon. You let me know your own thoughts about this down in the comment section below. And I also want to talk about this. ISO, a Halo Infinite community member that does Halo Infinite renders, actually has been diagnosed with cancer again and had this fundraiser posted. And I just caught up to this now because I've been so freaking distant from Twitter. But guys, seriously, if you want to check this out and help a community member in need, I'm sure his family could still use some extra money, even though they reached the goal. And I gotta say, the Halo community is freaking awesome sometimes. It can really rally together. It gets toxic sometimes, but this stuff really does fill my heart up. So, ISO, I hope you get better, dude. I don't know him personally, but you know, I relate. I've lost someone with to cancer myself, so it's really scary stuff. And yeah, if you guys can help out at all, I'll leave a link down in the description. Okay, so you guys take care. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Peace.